Welcome to Tech Brothers Down here. In this video, we are going to learn about melt function. The melt function can be used to unpivot data. So melt converts a data frame from wide format to the long format. So it unpivots columns into the rows, making the data frame taller and narrower. So here is the example. We have this data that is name, and then we have a score for the subjects such as math, science and history. So then we have second record and all that. So names are here, and then we have these subjects for which we have score right here. So here I am defining the list of the columns for this data, and now we will be creating our data frame called df, and we will use the function create data frame, then provide the data, and then provide the list of the columns for this specific data. Now this will create our data frame. Let's go ahead and execute this piece of code, and it's gonna show us the output of our data frame. So here it is. Now you can see we have name, and then we have subjects columns of math, science, history, and these are the score for each of the subject for specific person. Here is my score. Now what we want to do, we want like to unpivot, so we would like to keep the name as is, then we will have like subject, and then we will have math, science and history in that row, in that column, and then we have score in another column. So this is a reverse of a pivot, so we do an unpivot. Now how we do that, this is very easy. You will create a new data frame here, and this data frame is equal to df, the old data frame that has our data. Then we use the function called melt, and then here we will provide IDs. So that's the columns or column that we want to keep. So ID is equal to name. In this case I want to keep my name column as is. Then in the values you will be providing those columns such as math, science and history. In this case we have right here. So if you have different names, you will provide those names right here, and then what you would like to name them. So we would like to have name subject, and then we would like to see this value as a scores. So these are scores, right? So these all will be converted to a column called subject, and these values will become the score for it, and this is how it will unpivot that. So let's execute this right here, and then we will see how it converts this first data frame into the unpivoted data frame. Let me execute one more time. Okay, great. So here we can see this is our data. You can see right there. Let me scroll a little bit down. Okay, so that was our first data frame that we created from sample. So now it is converted to the unpivoted data frame. So this is the name stays as is, and then we have converted these columns into the another column called subject, and now you can see that they're right here. Okay, they go in these from the columns to the rows now, and then we have this score that goes right next to it, each of the subject. So this is how you will use the melt function if you need to display data from more like a wider to the more narrower format, and this is how you will do it. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe my channel. I will put this code in the description as well, so you can test and play with it. I will see you guys in the next video.